These are two small English boxes I'm making out of English walnut. These are the inside faces, and I've put on one coat of oil before I assemble and glue them up to make life easier. I'm going to put the second coat on now. I'm using Odies. Now, I really like Odies oil, and I've just made a purchase recently. This is their wood butter, which is what I use quite a lot. This is their original Odies oil, which is great. I would use that a lot for worktops especially, and this is the dark version. The dark version is when you want to enhance the colour. So I'm using Odies Dark Butter here, and again, for timbers that you want to really bring out the colour, like walnut, and the contrast as well with the sap, this is a good choice. The butter is a little bit thicker than the Odies oil, and it's a little bit more like a wax really, and it does have a slightly higher sheen level to it, which is actually really nice on this kind of thing. One coat is enough, but I'm just going a second coat so that I don't then have to do anything after the boxes have been glued up. So yeah, I'm just going to take a little bit of this in a white pad and just dab. You need so little of it, especially on the second coat. This will probably be enough to do a few sides, and I'm just rubbing it in to make sure I've covered the entire area. And then after about 3/4 of an hour to an hour, depending on the temperature and the relative humidity of the area you're working in, you can then buff it off, and you literally buff everything off so that your rag is dry, and no smearing or anything whatsoever. So I really like it, and you don't need to wear gloves. There's no smell. Well, there is a smell, but it's a very, very natural smell. It doesn't, you can't detect any solvent at all because there basically isn't any. So it's one of the very, very few products that I've been starting to use that don't give me any kind of nasty feeling after using for quite a while. So there we go. As you can see, it's just a very, very small amount on there. And as I say, about 3/4 of an hour to an hour later, I'll just come back in with a nice soft cotton terry cloth, and I'll buff this all away, and it will be ready to glue up.